Welcome to Digital Learning, an initiative of Directorate of Collegiate Education, Government of Karnataka. The language component after the lesson pertains to letter writing, and the two different types of letters in this session that will be dealt are complaint letter and writing reply to a complaint letter. This language component is prescribed for 3rd semester BCom General English, Bengaluru North University. I am Nandana NG, Assistant Professor of English, Government First Grade College, Bagepalli. The content of the session: learning objectives, followed by the session outcome, and then we shall deal with letter of complaints. Then we shall see how to write a reply to the complaint letter, followed by a small multiple choice question answer session. Learning objectives: through the course of this session, the student can improve his or her writing skill. It will also help the student to gain proficiency in the art of letter writing. It will help the commerce student in particular to draft business letters. The session outcomes: at the end of the session, the students are able to learn the art of letter drafting, upgrade and apply linguistic skills, and it will also help them to become more efficient in business letter writing. Letter writing: just observe the picture here. If you look at letter writing, in fact letter writing is an art, and letters can be divided into two types: formal letters and informal letters. Informal letters are simple. These are letters wherein no format is there as such, and informal letters are usually written to friends, family members, etc. Coming to formal letters, these again can be divided into business letters and official letters. Business letters are usually sent out while you are making enquiries or when you are placing or cancelling orders, etc. Official letters are letters of correspondence. More so, they are letters of complaint. You can write an official letter while making a request or while redressing grievances. Also, there are more official letters: letters to editors while expressing your views on public matters and while you want to give suggestions on any issue for that matter. Letters to principal can be written when you are applying for leave or permission, etc. Job application letters are written to employers to consider your application for the job. And the last part, the letters of complaint. What is the meaning of complaint? Complaint is when something has been executed but you are not satisfied with the final product and you feel that you should express your point of view or express your dissatisfaction, that becomes a complaint letter. Such letters which bring the errors in the execution of orders to the notice of the seller are known as complaint letters. And it's not just complaining. After complaining or bringing to the notice of the other person the errors that has happened, you demand their rectification. So a complaint letter not only is more like a complaint letter, but it also asks for next step, that is the rectification of the process. What are the errors that can occur in the execution of an order, or what are the different types of complaints that you can expect while a order is placed? It could be delay in execution, difference in quantity, difference in quality, wrong goods sent, mistake in pricing or billing, or damaged goods have been sent, or the service is bad. Any of these or any other reason for that matter usually is considered while writing a complaint letter. Customer response to the mistake of a seller. If you are the person who has sent the goods and then there has been a complaint, how do you react? You thank the supplier for the execution of the order. This is more a customer response. The customer should first thank the supplier for the execution of the order. He should mention the exact nature of the mistake and the exact quantity that he had expected. He should also mention the inconvenience that has occurred due to the mistake and ask for rectification. So response also is very important. First, remember, thank the supplier for the execution of the order and then place your complaint, and make sure you put it in a factual manner. The format of a complaint letter. The format of a complaint letter is as follows. The from address should come in the middle or in the center. The reference number of the letter should come near the margin. The date also should be near the margin. The to address, to whom it is addressed, should come near the margin. The salutation, sir or madam, should be near the margin. The body of the letter, more or so in 3 paragraphs, be concise and precise. Complimentary clause near the margin. Signature, name and designation near the margin. A model, a format of a complaint letter is included here. Observe, reference and date come to the margin, and then below that the recipient address. The from address is on the other side, or you can also put the from address in the middle. And then follow after the recipient address, the salutation, how you address the person, the body of the letter, and then followed by the complimentary clause, signature and the name of the person sending the letter. This is the model letter taken from the textbook prescribed for 3rd semester BCom. This is a letter of complaint. Here there is a complaint regarding the quantity. Observe the from address. In the middle, in the center, the address is RK Stationers, number 65/2, 6th Main, Sheshadripuram, Bangalore. So this is the concern who is sending the complaint letter. So the letter is typed in their letterhead. As a result, the from address occurs in the middle. Below that, the reference. This reference is the number which you are referring to, because the other person might have received multiple orders, and how will they realize who is complaining? So to make sure that it is your company, you have to quote the reference number. Below that, date, leave a line and start with the to address, the sales manager, Excellent Paper Products, Industrial Layout, WOC, Bangalore. So RK Stationers are writing a letter of complaint to the Excellent Paper Products company. Start the letter. Sir, thank you for executing our order number 163. The order number is very important. Do mention it. Dated 10/2/2019. But on receiving the consignment, we discovered that instead of 60 reams of A4 size white sheets ordered by us, only 30 reams have been sent. So the complaint here being the difference in quantity. 60 reams were ordered while only half of it was sent. Continued. The mistake must have taken place either in the packing or in the dispatch section. These were meant for an educational institute that needed them for their exams. Yes, as mentioned before, what is the trouble that has happened, or what are the consequences of the mistake? Please do explain that so that the other person will realize the mistake. Our inability to supply the requirement in time has caused us embarrassment, as the customer in question has been transacting with us for more than a decade. The bill being for 60 reams, we request you to supply the remaining 30 reams at the earliest, bearing the cost of conveyance. You start the letter by thanking the person for delivering the order, but then you factually prove it to them that the order was not completely placed and only half of it was delivered, and what was the trouble that occurred due to the half delivery of the product. And then in the last aspect, you ask for rectification. You ask them to send the remaining 30 reams, with them bearing the cost of conveyance. And close the letter. Thank you. Yours faithfully for RK Stationers, signed on behalf of RK Saxena. Now, the second part of this letter will be the replies to complaint. So, after a complaint letter has been sent, the other person or the person who is receiving the complaint letter, now they have to reply. So, how do they start the reply to a complaint letter? First, thank the customer for bringing it to their notice about the error that has occurred, and regret for inconvenience. Sorry and please are magical words. It actually works wonders. So first of all, accept that the mistake has happened and regret for any inconvenience that has been caused. Mention the immediate measure that needs to be taken to correct the mistake. Try to find the cause of the mistake. First and foremost, do not argue saying that there has been no mistake from your side. Do accept it. First, find out where the mistake has happened, accept it and try to rectify it. Mention the steps to be taken for prevention in recurrence. So, while writing a reply to a complaint letter, your tone should be cordial and very polite. You first thank the customer for bringing it to your notice about the error in the execution. You also regret for the inconvenience that has been caused. You mention the immediate measure that needs to be taken to correct the so-called mistake, and then try to find the cause of the mistake, and also mention the steps that needs to be taken for prevention without it recurring again. Format for replies to a complaint: from address in the center, the phone and fax, email ID and date near margin, the reference letter of the letter near margin, the to address near margin, salutation sir or madam near margin, body of the letter in 3 paragraphs, complimentary close near margin, signature, name and designation near margin. This again is a format from the textbook for 3rd semester BCom English, Perceptions 3. The address in the center of the paper: Excellent Paper Mart, number 12, Industrial Layout, west of Cord Road, Bangalore. They are the ones who are replying for the complaint letter. So, as the letter is typed out on their letterhead, their address will be the from address, and that will come in the center. And below that we can see the reference. They are referring to the order number, below that the date, and then the to address, to whom are they writing the letter: the proprietor of RK Stationers, number 65 by 2, 6th Main, Sheshadripuram, Bangalore. Salutation: sir, I regret that 30 reams of white paper were sent by us instead of the 60 ordered by you. On verification, it was discovered, as guessed correctly by you, the mistake has taken place in the packing section, where the order by another concern was mistaken by for yours by oversight. At the very outset, the particular company has accepted the mistake, and in the very beginning they apologize for making the mistake, and they also say that they have found out the reason for the mistake happening. This order was mistaken with another order, and as a result only half of the product was sent. The balance of 30 reams due to you has already been dispatched at our cost. The staff in the packing section have been warned about the serious consequences of such mistakes in future. We once again regret the inconvenience and assure you that such mistakes will not recur in future. So, if you look at the tone of the letter, initially the apology, the regret and the cause of the mistake has been discussed here, and what are the steps, the rectification that has occurred. Already we can say that the remaining 30 reams has been dispatched. In fact, they also promise that the inconvenience will not be repeated in the future. We assure you of our best service. Now close the letter. Thank you. Yours faithfully, for Excellent Paper Mart, Sridhar Gupta, the sales manager. Now let us try to understand what we have learned through the course of the multiple choice questions. When you are writing a complaint letter, what information do you need? Sender address, date, recipient address, all of the above. If you have dealt with the session properly, then you will know the answer by now. When you are writing a complaint letter, what information do you need? The answer is answer D, all of the above. Second question. Dash letter is a reply to complaint, and what are the options? Adjustment, an inquiry, collection, sales. Dash letter is a reply to complaint. What is the answer? Answer is adjustment. Adjustment letter is a reply to complaint. References used for the session. So through the course of this session, what we understood is that there are two types of letters that are dealt with in this session: writing a complaint letter on the basis of the wrong execution of order, and writing a reply to the complaint letter. So remember, for both the letters, the tone should be polite and cordial. Even if you are complaining, you can be polite. There is nothing wrong with that. And mistakes do occur. But the thing is, you should accept the mistakes and try to rectify the mistake. In business world, promises are more important, and once you accept the mistake and assure them of good service, you should make sure that you do not repeat the mistakes again. Thank you.